Let's, let's grow together as a cohesive and enthusiastic community. Keep our motivation soaring and spirit high. With that high note, I want to introduce you to our Toastmaster of the day. For benefit of guests, Toastmaster of the day is host for the meeting. He will introduce how the meeting progresses and will guide you in today's meeting. Please give your kind attention to you. She is working in finance department. She was our last vice president education, and with her support, be able to achieve our distinguished club goals and diamond club award. Let's welcome our last immediate past VP education, Toastmaster Tulsi, our Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I am very happy to take this TMOD role, and I hope that I will present myself in a better way so that you can enjoy today's session. Let's begin this session. I would like to go first with, is there any guest in our meeting, today's meeting? So guest introduction will be there. Please come on stage and introduce yourself.
Okay, thanks for invite. So my name is Balaji More. I work in computer engineering, especially with the Synchron, phase 3, where it is located. So in part of professional, I'm having around 12 plus years of experience in computer engineering itself. And so I was just searching for Toastmaster to just, improve myself in terms of public speaking, communication. And, as I'm in that field, world had changed a lot after the COVID. And, machine to machine communication, or the human to machine communication being, taken to the next level. So in this space, at the end of the, on earth, we are the human. Now, what I see here is we are building technology, we are building platforms which are enabling the humans to ease their lives. But somewhere we are lacking the trust, we are lacking the communication between the two humans, two persons. And there I could see, along with my technology, along with the expertise, I need to be a good communicator. I need to be a good connector within humans, within the network, so that I can present the idea, I can present my feelings, I present my solutions better way to the humans. So that's where I joined this class. And hobby, as I said, I'm professional. I do like to explore tech stack, explore the technologies further. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your ideas. First of all, I'm going to explain how the meeting flow will be. The Toastmasters meeting is generally divided in 3 parts. First part is prepared speeches, where speakers have prepared their speeches and they have to present their speeches on whatever topic they have decided. And the speech length will be 5 to 7 minutes for prepared speeches, and whereas icebreaker speeches are also in our meeting, and which time length is 4 to 6 minutes. And the next section is table topic section, which is for impromptu, which is an impromptu section, where you have to come on stage and think on your feet, and you have to speak on the given topic. And the last section is evaluation section, where the evaluators will evaluate the speeches which were delivered by the speakers. And this is the flow. And at the last, the role players will present their report, how we have presented ourselves in this meeting. So I am introducing today's theme, which is magic of colors, which I think we all believe that colors are very important in our life. on various occasions, we used to try either wear a color or do something which is colorful. For happiness, we are using various colors. In this series, I have prepared something for you where you all can interact. Let's wait. Let's wait. Yeah. First of all, I am going to ask you all a question, and for that you will be given 5 seconds, and there is a surprise also. So can I see a raise of hand? Anyone who would like to participate? After that, I will reveal what I am going to ask. Yes, Sanket has raised his hand. So I am giving you a question. You have to, first of all, someone, because he is the timer, so someone else has to take the responsibility to show the 5 seconds. So I can do this. I can do it. You have to name the colors which is coming in your mind. Your time starts now. Time now. Three colors you have taken. Okay, second, Anish, you would like to try? The color which he has taken name, apart from that, you have to name it. Time starts now.
Blue, magenta, violet, beige, pink.
Right. Time up. Sanika, you would like to try? Yes, the time starts now.
Green, pink, purple, orange, silver.
Anyone else? There are 3 names taken by Sanket, 3 by Anish, 5 by Sanika. Yeah. The name they have taken, apart from that, you have to take. Time up. So I'm ending here, and I have a surprise for Sanika here. You have won this pen. Yeah, 3 you have taken, she has taken 5, he has taken either 3 or 4. Moving ahead, I have also some surprise. I have created one PPT for you. Please play it. And this is the PPT. I have made it. Here there are some questions you have to answer, and you can win a surprise pen as also. So be attentive what I am going to ask. Click it. See, colors are everywhere, and when you think about it, it's much more than just about seeing part of things. Colors are probably the first our eyes observe about anything. Different colors evoke different emotions. They can also influence how we perceive and process information. This is only for informative part. I have shared this. And now from here, I am beginning the question answer series. I am sorry for the online participants because they can participate in this series, but I cannot give them, if they are winning, the surprise gift. So this is only for offline people. So please click it. Yeah. Anyone? Blunder. Sorry. No, just a minute. Put it in browser. Huh? How it is coming? Like this. And then ऐसे आना था. You reveal the answer.
We have two more questions.
This was a more important question I wanted to ask.
No one seen. We are just.
No, everyone has seen.
We'll skip this question. Just for example.
I'm going to ask, but no, I'm not going to count for this question. Who has invented the color wheel? Please click it next. Yeah, fine. Next. Colors of rainbow. You have to raise your hand. Yes. I have seen Deep. No, you are wrong. You can try? Yeah. Right. So I'm counting his part. You can try next. Please click it. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. What are the primary colors? Yeah, Deep. Yeah. Yeah. Red, green? Right. This is the correct answer. So one count is there. Just click it carefully. Huh? Next. What are the secondary colors? The one who has answered, please wait for others. Anyone who has not answered yet would like to try? No. Venkatesh.
Black and white.
And Nikhil? No. Suraj?
Green, yellow, orange.
No.
Apart from primary.
Anyone online mode would like to try? What are the secondary colors? Don't Google it, don't cheat it. Huh? Who is answering? Who is answering? Insia, are you trying? I'm not able to hear you.
I think orange,
Yes. I mean,
yellow, red,
no.
blue,
So, no,
green.
I'm no. Good answer. These are the secondary colors. Cyan, magenta, and yellow. These are the secondary colors. So one count is for Abhishek, one count for Sanket. No, Suraj has not answered. You have to answer full. You have not named cyan, right? Magenta, you have not named. So that was a wrong answer. Next. Yes. Like to, yeah.
Orange, yellow, green, and blue.
Okay.
Sorry, white.
You are wrong. Anyone who has not answered would like to try? Yeah, Amya. Orange, okay. Anyone?
Saffron, green, white, and blue.
Yeah, TM Pradeep, can you try?
Yeah, saffron, white,
Yeah.
green, and that chakra is there. That is blue.
Yes, he has answered the correct, but I am not going to count for Amya, and because they have named it orange, it's not orange, it's saffron. So no count for this question. Let's move ahead. Saffron, green, white, and blue. This was the trick. Actually, we all know saffron, white, green, and blue is always missing. So blue is the chakra. That was the trick part. I was looking for it. Next. What is the first color a newborn sees? Yes, Suraj? Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? Red, right. It's a correct answer. One count for Mayur. Actually, a 2-month-old baby can observe black and white object anything, but they can correctly understand the color of red. The first color, because its wavelength is high, so the red color, which is newborn can see in any other colors. Next. This is quite easy. Right. One count for Anish. There is no one who has 2 counts, right? So let's try. I have a pen for you. Next question. Avishal, you can try. Sanket, you can try. Anyone else?
Green.
Anyone else in online mode? Just be fast.
Green.
No
Green.
one? Let's click it. Click it. Mostly blue it is, but with some green, brown, and white. You can see. White is for ice and forests. Like this, these are the structure of our Earth. Mostly it is blue, but these colors are also there. So I was hoping you would have known these colors, and you can try. Next. Thank you. So this is for now from my side, and let's begin the prepared speeches session. So I would like to, yeah, I forgot to call the role players. For today's meeting, we have timer, counter, and grammarian. For timer role, we have Sanket. Please come on stage and introduce your, describe your role.
Hello. Give respect to time. Time is yours. Hi, good morning, all Toastmaster and guest of Toastmaster Club, Pune West. Yeah, I am Sanket Hade, and today I am going to play role timer. Yeah, everyone knows that the time is a very crucial in our life, right? In every aspect of life, that time is come. And yes, if you want to time management, doing time management, time is the first factor, important factor in that. Yeah. So today is also very important, that time in our all speakers and table topics and all this type of speeches. Time is very important. Okay, so that's why I'm here now. Yeah, definitely I will help you to finish your speech in time. So yes, as per our guidelines and rules, we have 3 signals to indicate that your speech finish into the time, in time. Yes, the first one is a green. It indicates that yes, you have passed minimum time and you are qualified. Congratulations. Second one is yellow. Yeah, it's in meantime that means you have to pay attention that yes, your maximum time is come after 1 minute or 30 seconds. And last but not least, there's the red, means your time is over. And after that, you will get 30-second grace time. And if you are not finishing your speech in that time, then you are disqualified. So people, please be with me because today I am his timer. And just try to qualify. Best of luck, all of you. Thank you. Yeah,
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanket. Now I would like to call our counter, who is presented by Toastmaster Vishal.
Good morning, all dear Toastmasters and fellow guests. I am thrilled and excited to perform this role first time in this group. So I am Toastmaster Vishal Jadhav. So I am playing the role of our counter. Our counter means when we speak, that time we use unnecessary words like and you know and all repetitive words. So I will count those kind of sounds and those repetitive words. So what it impacts when we deliver some speech, that time it impact our effectiveness of that speech. We can't correlate the meaning of that thing. So at the last, I will produce my report. So it will give the feedback to everyone for the speeches and the table topics. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Mayur, who is grammarian for today's meeting.
Greetings, district officials, president, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. Have a vibrant morning. So as a grammarian, it's my responsibility to pay close attention to each one of you and make sure that I'm taking a note of the improper usage which you have used during the meeting. Also, it's my responsibility to share the word of the day and phrase of the day. So for this meeting, we have word of the day as a vibrant, which is an adjective, which means full of life and energy. Also, exciting can be the alternate meaning of word of the day, which is vibrant. So example of this word of the day, I found Mumbai as the most vibrant city of India. I'm looking for volunteers who can quickly try word of the day, vibrant. Please. Awesome. Moving on with the phrase of the day, which is out of the blue, which means suddenly or unexpectedly. The company announced layoffs out of the blue, leaving the employees shocked and worried. Employees can't be excited given that layoffs. Also, I didn't see my sister for 13 years, and out of the blue, she appeared on my wedding, even though I'm not married. So, phrase of the day is out of blue. Can I get some volunteers, please?
It was it was second last over of the match. Virat Kohli was on strike. Everyone was expecting that India is going to lose this, but out of the blue, he hit a six and India won the match.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Please use the word of the day and phrase of the day throughout the meeting. And whenever, if you see someone is using, appreciate by showing the thumbs up. It motivates us and reminds us that we have to use more often. So I will come up with my report when called upon during the meeting. Back to Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mayur. Now I would like to call General Evaluator Toastmaster Venkatesh to describe his role.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Tulsi. Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Great. Today I'm playing a role of General Evaluator, and I'm glad to play this role. As a General Evaluator, I will be closely observing proceedings of the meeting, and I will evaluate the meeting in general. I will come up with my report in the end when called upon Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Tulsi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Venkatesh. One question is there, quick question. Have I missed anyone who has answered 2 questions? Because I want to give a pen who has answered 2 questions at least. None is there. So let's see if there is any surprise for you in the next section. Now begin our first section, which is speeches. So first prepared speech is delivered by Toastmaster Amya, who is delivering her icebreaker speech. But before that, I would like to call her evaluator, Toastmaster Anish, to read out the objective. Please welcome Toastmaster Anish.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. My target speaker for today is Toastmaster Amnaya. I'm hoping that I have pronounced her name Amnaya. So she will be presenting. She will be giving her icebreaker speech from the Pathway Presentation Mastery. Let's wish a good luck to her and give a big round of applause to her.
Toastmaster Amya is going to deliver her first speech, icebreaker speech. So I welcome Toastmaster Amya for her speech. All the best.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. President, district officials, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmasters, and dear guests. Today, I stand before you to deliver my first speech as a member of this club. My name is Amya Bansal. I was born on 28th of March 2004 in the city of Bhagavad Gita, Kurukshetra. My parents, due to work, had to move out of my grandparents' home to Gurugram, which is now known as the IT hub of North India. When I think of Gurugram, it reminds me of my school days. I was not always shy. In fact, during my primary school days, My teachers so often used to complain about me that I won't listen to her or I won't do the work they assign. When I asked my mother if she had anything to add to the speech I was delivering, she took out a whole list of embarrassing moments. One of the most embarrassing things, I guess, was when I locked her in the bathroom once and I was so small to rectify that mistake that I started crying uncontrollably. I think the pivotal moment of my life came when I was in the fourth standard, and due to my failing grades, my teacher suggested that I repeat the class. My parents and I were very deeply upset about this news. So we worked hard, we completed the syllabus, and I ended up performing well in the exams. But after that, I started discovering that I lacked confidence. I became of introverted nature, and I get panicked and nervous when facing a crowd. I finished my schooling in lockdown and realized that I didn't want to stay at home. That's why I started searching for colleges in the southern part of India. And here I am pursuing my BTech in artificial intelligence and machine learning. Pune has been a somewhat challenging and different experience for me because everything was different from home. The people, the style of living, language, food, everything. Initially, I was a bit overwhelmed and I started feeling homesick. But now that I have given it time, I have started adjusting and I am starting to enjoy it. I still lack that confidence and I still get nervous and panic when facing a crowd. So I remember one incident in college. We were divided into teams and we had to debate. I had prepared extremely well for the debate, but when my turn came to perform, present, I choked, I freezed, and I started spitting out gibberish. That moment I realized how important it was for the to have the confidence to present in front of a crowd. And that's when a friend of my father's recommended Toastmasters to me. He said it's the best place to get back the confidence I once had. My parents, my family has been extremely encouraging and supportive of me, especially my grandparents. My grandparents lead a very active lifestyle still till today. My grandfather is of very curious nature. He ends up exploring the city all by himself, and he is a constant reminder of how important it is to be curious in life. My parents also push me, encourage me to do the things I love. They are the reason I've started painting again, and I am planning to start a blog page of my own. And their suggestion to join Toastmasters has been a brilliant one so far. One thing that I learned from my experiences was that it is quite important to be your true self and present that side to the authentic side to all the people. This requires self-confidence, a trait, a skill I want to instill in myself through this club. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amya, for delivering your speech. Yes, actually, she is delivering her standing ovation is required. I request everyone who would like to give her feedback, any suggestions, they can communicate directly or they can put it in the WhatsApp chat. Moving ahead, now I would like to call second speaker, but before that, I would like to call his evaluator, who is Toastmaster Insia, to read out the objective of Toastmaster Abhishek's speech. You are on mute, Insia.
Hello. Now am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, Mr. President, Toastmaster of the day, and fellow Toastmasters, a very good morning. So, my speaker today is going to deliver his icebreaker speech. The purpose of this project is for the members to introduce himself or herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. So I would like to congratulate my speaker and wish him all the best for his speech. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster Abhishek is not audible.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yes, now audible.
Greetings to President, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. I was named after one of the most greatest, auspicious, well-known actor's son, Abhishek Bachchan. I was born in Vadodara, Gujarat back in 13 February 2004 to a very loving parent. And I'm the single child, which means I had control to all the toys and never ever share anything with anyone, except for my grandma. I lived most of my life in Delhi at my grandparents' and father's house. And due to his transferable job, we used to
Sorry to interrupt, but Abhishek is not audible.
Me and my mom had to leave Jammu and go to Delhi to stay with my grandmother, who was later announced to suffering from a debilitating disease, cancer. My grandma was the one who played with me all the time, fulfilled all my wishes, and never say no to any dish ever. I was a child and I learned the childishness from my grandma. She passed away on the same year when I was in 5th grade. When I was in 5th grade, we had given a task to collect money for Helpage India. Does anybody know what's Helpage India? Yeah, please, Toastmaster Anish.
It's an organization which helps elderly people collect funds and help elderly.
Definitely. Couldn't be much more right. Collect money for elderly people. So I went to the nearby locality, knocked at the door, asked for 5 to 10 rupees, and getting addressed as Gopal, a nickname given to me in Delhi, I got the money. I took all the money, gave it to my teacher the next day, and after a few days, I got a certificate. One of the pages of certificate, it was written, service you provide to elderly is the greatest honor you can have. After a few years, we shifted to Mumbai. When I was in 5th grade, when I was in 7th grade, we had given I stood up for the role of house captain. For that, we have to prepare a speech, speak in front of the crowd. Then voting was done on the same day by the students to decide the captain of the house. I make sure that I got a great speech ready. On the day of the speech, I started like this. A coin makes much noise, whereas the paper money doesn't. Irrespective of the coin having less value and the paper money having more value, it stays quiet and doesn't brag about its power. That part had literally done the magic. Sooner that day, I gained attention of many juniors looking at me and smiling. And the other day, I was named the captain of Agni House. That whole year was full of leadership roles and responsibilities. And the major accolade we all had won together was the house with the best March Past trophy on the annual sports event. I learned that when you're chosen for a role, you must give everything and anything necessary for it. Leaders are not the one who are important, but the one who make others feel the importance. After a few years, we shifted to Lucknow, a place known for food and relaxation. Lucknow was the place where I learned how to ride a bike. So every day for 2 weeks, me and my father used to go to the nearby road early mornings, so the traffic was less, and I know how to learn a bike. Just get aside, I know just a little acceleration. I trashed the bike onto the gate, breaking it a little. Then I learned that life is just like riding a bike. In order to keep balance, you must move forward. Like we all have moved forward from the atrocity and jeopardy COVID had created in our minds and the society. I remember during the late COVID periods, my parents were constantly complaining about symptoms. So a test was conducted and we all were waiting for that ominous report. Little did we know that my father had actually contracted COVID and will be under quarantine for the next 7 days or something. I was dejected and my mom felt miserable. I remember those instances when my mom used to bring thali with food, kept the thali near the floor in the room where my father was staying, knocked at the room, and then quickly got away. Then my father would quickly open the door, slide the thali towards him, and then close it. That whole act was scripted by my father so as the COVID won't spread. I would have never imagined that we have to face such situations in life as well. What was for me to do? Well, I saw the bike outside, covered in dust, asked my mom to go buy some prescribed medicine, and on I went with the mask on from one shopping center to the pharmacy to the vegetable vendor to the place where I find the most cheapest electric kettle. I did all that. And although I was novice in riding a bike, and my score would be 8 out of 10 because 2 people jumped out of the footpath, I drove my bike well those days, got everything, and returned back home. I learned the concept of adaptability. Just like a water takes shape of any container it is kept, you have to adapt to the situations and play accordingly. Life will not be the same at every moment. I did my 10th, 11th, 12th from Lucknow itself. By the time I was in Nagpur, I cracked an examination and got selected for an engineering degree at Symbiosis Institute of Technology, a college which I share with my fellow speaker, Toastmaster Amya. So here I am, part of Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest, as a past secretary as well from January to June. So guess, if anyone wants to know anything about Toastmasters, be sure to ask the VP Education. But if you want to play cricket and looking for a person, you can always contact me. I'll be the first person to come with you as I like playing cricket. With this, I hand over the stage back to Toastmasters for the rest of the proceedings.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhishek. It was a very good speech. I can say it's an amazing speech. It was an icebreaker speech, and you have performed very well. So again, anyone would like to give him feedback, he or she can share directly or they can communicate to him. Now moving ahead, we are going to take third speaker, which is TM Deep. Before that, I would like to call Toastmaster Nilesh to read out the objective of Deep's speech.
Presiding officer, fellow Toastmasters, my dear guests, district and area directors, very good morning. My target speaker today, Toastmaster Deep. By profession, he is physician. His hobbies are listening to music, reading books, and meditation. About his today's speech, my target speaker today is going to deliver a speech from Labor 4, Persuasive Influence. Project title is Leading in Difficult Situations. The purpose of this project is to member to practice strategies for adjusting to unexpected changes to a finalized plan. I would like to wish all the best to my target speaker, Toastmaster Deep. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nilesh. Please welcome a consistent performer, Toastmaster Deep. All the best to you.
When I say change, you can change. You can just repeat. Hello, happy morning to all, my fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I'm very happy to share with you my plan today, right? So as my evaluator mentioned that how to deal with the difficult situations. So I'm going to explain you my plan. But before going to the actual plan, let me ask our SA to share the presentation. Next slide. Yes, this is the line, uncertainty just ahead. Dear fellows, We all are here to become a leader. We are here, the platform where leaders are made. But a true leader is one who can tackle the uncertainty. Next, please. Because in life, the only thing which is certain is the uncertainty. And the one who chases the uncertainty becomes a true leader. Right. Now, going ahead, if you could see, this is the person. I don't know whether you have came across this particular person or not, but let me share with you with the next slide that this is Mr. Manoj Vasudevan. He is the champion of the public speaking. Of course, he was just like us, one of the Toastmasters from the Singapore club. But today, he's an international speaker, author, and consultant and coach. He is leading as a CEO of one of the big initiative by name Thought Expression. Next. And last but not least, he is, as I already mentioned, best known as for his winning the World Championship of the Public Speaking, which is the highest award for any Toastmaster in his journey of Toastmaster. Right? So now I'm going to share my plan, what exactly it is. My plan to present in front of you is nothing but to call him rather than either at our club or maybe at our any future event as an international speaker. And that's how my project plan says to conduct an international speaker program or an event with that particular speaker. But why? The basic purpose to superly motivate all of us as all the club members to jump high in our journey to become the world champion of the public speaking. And why I am taken this purpose? Because our district director just mentioned that we want to be like the number one. We want to win this contest as the world championship. So why not we should go with somebody who can just motivate us for that. With his journey, he can just influence us how to achieve that. Of course, whatever we are doing right now, it's absolutely in the journey of the same. But this can be the booster to calling somebody who is an international speaker, who is like one of the motivator, can be one of the strategy and a good plan. That which I feel so. And of course, I need many members' help. It's not like a one person. What I can do, like the president's consent to do so, of course, followed by our ExCom members, all the group of 7 members, we need to have the consensus whether to go for this plan or not. That is very, very important. Of course, the mentor who can help me at each and every step to roll out this plan, right? Next thing, please. Now, whenever there is any project, any program you want to roll out, you need resources. 3 major resources in general: time, energy, money is always and always there. Specifically looking at this particular plan of international speaker program, we need a good team collaboration. Of course, the ExCom members and everybody, including our district leadership team, who can approve for such program, isn't it? And I need the team collaboration, and of course, I should be having the timeline. When exactly I want to go for that. As per my plan, I'm just thinking, why not we call this international speaker in our upcoming Crescendo 2024 meeting? That's my like a probable 1-year timeline for that. And budget, last but not least, is very, very important, because considering the international speaker, he may charge us, and for that, definitely we can discuss during our ExCom meetings. And for that, exactly, I need president and ExCom's discussions and consent for that. Deliverables means outcomes. So what at the end of this whole plan of international speaker program we are going to get? There are many more things, but few of them. The club brand imaging. Our club can be like flashed everywhere that this club is going to conduct such so and so program. If they are calling this particular speaker, and probably everyone will be definitely excited about this plan. The member engagement. So definitely the whole club will be super excited. The club members will be excited, and that will be kind of engagement for all the club members. And last but not least, the basic outcome to become everybody as a motivated person, as a world champion in his journey of Toastmasters of public speaking. Next slide, please. So this is my last slide of the plan, and the milestones is very, very important. So whenever there is any project, any plan, the milestones has to be achieved. So 3 or 4 major milestones in my this international speaker program activity will be: number 1, finalization of the plan. Very most important, right? So all these team members, consensus followed by the discussions, whether really we want to go for that or not. The finalization of the plan is the first important milestone that we could achieve in next month's time, probably. Then next will be the invitation to the speaker. So when internally we are aligned, when internally we think, yes, this kind of program can be rolled out, the next thing could be the invitation to the speaker, right? And probably I can lead that project, right? Then next is the launching the flyer. Everywhere we can flash the flyer, and regarding that program, the agenda and something we can flash. Last but not least, the actual program, the final event, and that can be like the final deliverable out of this project plan. So with that note, I would like to stop here. That was all about my plan of international speaker program. That's it. That's it. Now I need each of you to be interactive. Already in the group, I have shared few of the disruptions to this plan may arise. For guests, I'm really sorry for that, but for all the Toastmaster, I have in the morning today shared few of the disruptions which may occur, which may come around this plan. Right. So what are the disruptions or challenges? So rather than, I will use the word challenges. So what are the challenges you could see in order to roll out this plan, which I just mentioned to you? Anybody? So we can start from our senior most, I mean, the distinguished one, Toastmaster Mayuk, please. What is? Yes. So whenever, as per my, thank you for this question. So his question is about the major barrier can be the budget, and he's asking for the money, speaker fees. Of course, no speaker will be coming to you without taking his fees. So as per my evaluation, any speaker who is coming from international level, so he is basically from Singapore. So to come here, every speaker usually expect the business class of flight, right? So business class ticket that will be coming maybe somewhere between 50,000 as an optimal price I can share. And when coming to his fees, the probable price can be around 2,000 US dollar. So that is again coming, so $1,000 is across 1 lakh. So 2,000 can be between around up to 2 lakhs. So of course it's a huge, but definitely to deal with this budget, I already have my plan. We could go for the negotiation because he is also the fellow Toastmaster. He achieved that height. Right now he is the CEO of Thought Expressions. But what I shared, it's like a standard speaker fee. But we could definitely go for the negotiation as a challenging to his speaker fees, right? So that may we could come down from 1,000 to what I am expecting, probably 100, 200 US dollars. That much we have to, but definitely go for, right? And for that budget, definitely internally what currently we are having with us, we may not be having that much budget, but by talking about this plan, sharing this plan, and by going looking at the outcomes out of this activity, definitely I could see that some of the Toastmasters can definitely go for that. No, I can say contributions. We could have a uniform fees for that internally, and maybe for external clubs, those who are interested to attend, we could definitely charge the fees, just like any conference. So it could be like a mini conference. So that could be I can taken care. Yeah. So that's about the budget. The major thing, of course, I just mentioned how we could deal with that situation. So any other situation or maybe the challenge you could see to roll out this plan? maybe within another 2 to 3 yeah, please.
We want to achieve this speed in our club meeting or in Crescendo or
Crescendo definitely will be the more appreciated and the high platform. So for all those guest members, let me share Crescendo is like the annual event. It's just like the our annual program of the school. Toastmaster has the annual event, which is known as Crescendo. So Crescendo, there we can call such speaker, and our club can be the lead to call that speaker, to arrange that international speaker program. So definitely Crescendo will be my first preference. And if Crescendo or if there is no consensus, we can think maybe to throw this program from our club, maybe at some venue, some different venue. So either are situation.
Let's say Crescendo is not agree to have such speaker. We have host meeting. So how can we spread the word? Because as you know that we want budget to afford and we want to give benefit to most of the people. So what are the strategies we want to apply by rolling out this plan by budget issues?
So definitely, already I talked about the budget. So plan B for us is that internally for all the club members, we could just motivate them to be the part of that. We could go for the certain program fees for them to attend this program, and we could then also start with messaging to other clubs to talk about their program, and we could have the like collaborations with the other club members. I mean clubs, not members. So definitely it's like a year's activity. It looks very simple, but to roll out, to take care of all those challenges in terms of specifically budget, it will be like a year's activity. Each milestone will be taken within maybe 2 months minimum time. Right? Even for finalization, it may take 1 to 2 months of time. For next thing, to sort out the budget and to come up and with the proper plan, how to collaborate with the other clubs and everything. There will be like a huge engagement. That's why it will be an engagement activity. We can make accountable each club member. If from your maybe from your perspective, you could call other members. You can motivate others. So it can be taken as one of the club engagement activities.
There can be one alternative. Let's say if we host any kind of open house session for all the clubs, and we will take the lead to that, and we invite such speaker, wherein people from corporates or any community can attend such meeting, and the best what happens in those countries.
Exactly. So that's what in fact I am expecting, and let's have the round of applause to Toastmaster. That's what ultimately I was thinking about. So he exactly just mentioned about my vision out of this activity. So what he mentioned, we could have rather than a Crescendo or everywhere, we can take a lead as a club. We can go for this program as maybe at a community level, and we can involve most of the people across who are of course ready to be a speaker, communicator, leader in their life. That's all. So maybe last question we can take timer, or is it that's it for it? So last question we can take. Please.
Who would be our target audience? Who are we targeting? Yes. Because major question here is if it is outside the Toastmaster, nobody knows who he is. Like my interest is in Toastmaster and being in a public speaking.
Yeah.
If you talk about somebody's wrestler is coming here, I do not know who that wrestler is. I don't have any idea.
Exactly.
So if you talk about somebody great speaker, other people do not know other than Toastmaster.
Exactly. So our target audience will be a highly specific audience. Only those people who are interested to take their public speaking skill at high level. Public speaking and of course the leadership skill. Whatever that for Toastmaster we are doing. That's it. So right, thank you very much for your kind participation, listening to my plan. Thank you all to take your meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deep, for this this speech, because I am also not very much aware about that. In future, I have to deliver such kind of speeches, so this is quite interactive, and I feel that it is quite difficult. I mean, we have to prepare ourselves before and then present here. So thank you. And let's pause here, and we are going for a break for 5 minutes. And okay, so let's take the timer report whether all the speakers are qualified or not. Yeah, you can.
So as per my recording, all speakers will now.
Okay.
Congratulations to all.
So from now, we are going on break for 5 minutes. After that, we come back.